I remember as a teenager writing to Uncle Son and telling him about Mom wanting to purchase our first home, and told him how much the down payment was and everything, and Mom had half, and as loving and kind as he was and generous, Uncle Son sent the other half of the down payment for our first home. I thank him so much. It was such an awesome thing to do on his part. He didn't have to do it, but being the person that he is, loving and kind and generous, he sent the down payment to help us to get our first home. We shall always love him, and we shall never forget him. May God continue to bless the Brown family, from Dorothy Winbush and Daisy Lavallee.
He was well dressed, always well dressed, and all it took was I can imagine that his shoes was always the color black. 2 pair of shoes, and then a pair of slacks, dress belt, and then a button-down shirt, a shirt. So that was his total dress style that I would always remember. Very comfortable and relaxing.
I can remember when I was around the age of 6, and Uncle Son would come and visit us. He would always go into the living room, get down on his knees, bow down his head, and pray, literally for hours. As a small child, I couldn't imagine anyone praying for the length of that time. I just knew then that he was a very strong man, and that was over 53 years ago.
But he was always a well-grown, well-spoken, good role model. Seemed like he just dissect, the problem solving. It wasn't judgmental. He just listened. That was just one of his skills, and he, became a good listener.
As a child, I thought he was a very smart, intelligent man. I am grateful that I was able to spend most of my childhood years with Uncle Son around. Love to all, and God bless him. Thank you.
We sat down and I just talked to him about life and how beautiful it is. It is the ideal, wise teaching the young. Enjoy the moments, and I think that definitely stuck with me till this day.
Back in the 50s, they had dances and things like that, Yeah, this was back in Alexandria,
Did Dad dance?
Oh yeah, he likes to dance. Yeah, he's a good dancer. He likes to dance. Yeah, he enjoyed that.
When I was in my senior year, my dad was in Vietnam, and it was my debutante ball that year. And Uncle Son took my father's place because he escorted me out. And that evening, after escorting me out and everything and being all serious and everything, we had a dance afterwards. And Uncle Son he danced and he danced and he danced. And I was in awe and in shock because I had never seen him like that before. And we were just dancing with each other. He just kept dancing. I said, wow, I'm dancing more with him than I did with the guy that I came with. But it was fun. And it was fun to see him like that. And I had never really seen him like that before. So I really enjoyed that evening. And it made me see a different side of him.
Another funny thing I remember about his son, at Boy Scout meetings, he used to teach them ghost stories. So they had all these ghost stories. So when it was over, George was the last one to come home by himself. So he was walking home and he heard this noise, dang, 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 dang. Now he didn't look back to see where it was coming from because he had heard those ghost stories. He thought it was a ghost, the ghost with the chains. So he ran, Bear, 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 2 of us coming, only let one in. And I ran to the door and said, which one let in? until he got old and smart, and he used to help me with my homework, especially math. I couldn't get math. I remember one time he pulled my hair. One time, 2 times. Now, 1 and 1 is what? But I knew it was 2, but I didn't say 2, I said 4. He jumps up. I'm through. But we could teach each other things, going on things like that. But like I say, we didn't have much, but we had each other, yeah. And I think that's what I remember about him,